Welcome to part 4 of Scott Pilgrim. Today we are going to take on that ninja chick. Roxy Richter is a bi-curious case who is bi-furious with Scott and Ramona, mainly Ramona, but Scott gets in the way because, of course he does, he's Scott. She was played by Mae Whitman in the film, and she also had the greatest fight scene ever with Scott and Ramona. That fight scene was just incredible. I'm telling you, all the fight scenes are my favorite, I can't just choose one. There are movies, especially comedies, that just lose their charm as time goes on, but not Scott Pilgrim. I swear, this movie keeps getting funnier and funnier with each passing year, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and I'm actually the same age as Scott now. Actually, I think that's the case. I am Scott. But yeah, what you got underneath the video game reference heavy package is a love/coming-of-age story that's relatable to people over the age of 12. You got the mini romances going on, you got finding your identity, you also have being curious, in more ways than one. Well, honey, I'm a little bi-furious. And then you also have Wallace, who is the best character in all of media. And the jokes are so clever too. There's never really a bad joke in Scott Pilgrim, and if there is, there's usually just somebody in the background that's like, not a race, guys. So back on the subject of the game, you got these ninja chicks on skates. They will try to knee you when they get close. I just counterattack them because their knee attacks are so easy to read when they get to you. It's literally just, you either just move up or you press the block button as they just slowly come forward to you and knee you in the face. And then you also got these robbers who will just jack you of 2 coins. It's not really that bad. Jesus, the train, we got right on this thing. Hopefully I don't get cut by that sword. You come back here! Now we're on top of the train. It's easy to fall off here, so be careful. You don't lose a life instantly if you fall off, you just lose 20 HP. And you can throw the goons off, which you'll lose out on Looney, but do you really need Looney in this part of the game? Well, actually maybe you do, because there's still the expensive stuff at Wallace's. Your goal is to make it to the front of the train. There will be another new enemy type that arrives. That fiery uppercut is Scott's max level special. You just press up and triangle in order to do it. And with me unlocking that move right on this stage with Roxy Richter, I can make some things actually canon to the graphic novel. Oh, this is a fun world. I get an uppercut that— oh! I just walked off the train by accident. But you might have noticed on my HUD that there's 2 numerical values. You got the top yellow one, which is my health, and you got the bottom blue one, which is my guts value. The guts value is important for when you get knocked out. Basically, when a character reaches 0 HP and they have guts available, they just get back up and try to get their second win. And yeah, the more you have, the more guts you have, the more you can just get back up. I'm drawing a blank here. I don't know. Why did I just jump off the train again? And here are the new enemy types, ninjas, and they drop swords. The swords are amazing. The ninjas, on the other hand, they're weak, but they're also really fast and can just strike you and knock you down really quickly. She just crashed the train. Damn, the bitch is crazy. Anyway, you got the white shinobis that shoot fireballs at you, and I'm not sure if they drop swords like the black shinobis do. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We'll find out shortly. Well, I'm gonna tell you about Roxy's abilities and backstory because she's pretty amazing. Her powers and skills are skill in ninjutsu, enhanced speed, some skill in combat, only some, swordsmanship, and stealth. And the white shinobis don't drop anything, except for coins. I thought they would drop a sword. God damn it. Her occupations are artist and ninja. Her hobby is assaulting Scott because why not? And destroying Scott Pilgrim is her goal because, again, why not? Everybody wants Scott dead for some reason. Roxanne is crazy and always irritated, but this is due to a huge inferiority complex because of her half-ninja state. She also gained a complex when Ramona stated their relationship was just a phase. I don't know why I'm reading in such a seductive voice. Ramona's former roommate at the University of Carolina, and this guy, she was, according to Ramona herself, just a phase she went through. Referred to as a sexy phase by the titular character Scott Pilgrim, she broke up with her after leaving college and lost contact for some time. And that's literally it. Yeah, Roxy is the jealous lesbian ex-girlfriend that wants Scott's head and possibly his balls, even though I don't think she's really gonna do anything with them anyway. And she wants to turn Ramona over to Gideon. She's a fun character. The crazy batshit characters are always the most fascinating to me, and Roxy is just that. And also her design is really cool too. This level here is a bit longer than the previous two, which is not too bad. Everything's ramping up. Wait, Scott, why do you run with the sword behind you but your unarmed hand is forefront? That's a good way to get your arm chopped off. But then again, everything's alright because blood is substitute for coins and everything's not real. And things get even crazier a few screens ahead where there's literal men on fire. No, not Denzel Washington's Man on Fire. I'm talking about actual men on fire. And they're running around. And they're not even really phased by it, they're just kind of flailing. That's not even the strange part though. The real bizarre part is that you can lead them to fire and that's when they die. I guess they needed the extra boost in order to expire? I don't know, these are some strange enemy designs. Who made this? You can't just punch them or slice them with a sword, but leading them to fire is your best bet. Or you can just use the hurricane kick. These guys are not that tough. The Frying Tengu is this area's unique shop. They sell items like udon and ramen, which will boost your health points and guts really quickly, so be sure to stock up on those. The next screen is a timed event where you have to destroy wooden training dummies. Now, you won't get penalized if you don't make the time, you'll just miss out on getting money. Whoa, wow, I just barely made the time limit, holy hell. Never doubt the amazing power of Scott Pilgrim. Ow. I did not know Toronto had ninjas. Where did they come from? I actually kind of want to go to Toronto now. That would be a place where I'd like to visit actually. Toronto, Japan, and Italy. There will be trap pits up ahead, but you can tell where the pitfalls are by just looking at the floor. The dark wet spots are what gives it away. Again, just like the train sequence, falling into pits does not kill you instantly, unless you already had low HP to begin with. And people say this game is NES hard, even though this game gives you all the safety nets that an NES game wouldn't. Like, tell me an NES game where you just bounce back up from a pit after you fall into it. The whole surviving pitfalls thing didn't really start until the 16-bit era with games like, I believe Dynamite Headdy was the first to actually implement that. And that game was still freaking impossibly hard. That's a game I would like to redo for my channel eventually. There are a lot of games I would just want to do over again because I had bad editing skills, but I almost said stills. Stills, get out of my vocabulary. I had bad editing skills back then and my lack of commentary just kind of, I don't know, it probably wouldn't be appealing to watch nowadays. And also, my view count back then was kind of horrendous. But I'm here to make the best quality of videos I can at the moment, and even with or without YouTube's help or recommendations, because YouTube's recommendations are kind of broken. I'm here to do what I do best, and that's to talk about video games and just random topics like Scott's shirt choice. I love blue, what can I say? I may reach 1,000 subscribers tomorrow, or I may stay stuck at 65 subscribers for 10 years. You never know, it's YouTube. They just kind of recommend whatever is popular. so I'm not really bothered by it. But in the event I do stay stuck at 65 subscribers for over 10 years, you may want to worry a bit. Just know that I will never play Fortnite for this channel, ever. Fortnite bores me, and quite frankly, I don't see the appeal of it. It's freaking stupid. So yeah, that's what kind of differentiates me from, I guess you can call them my contemporaries, even though I don't really associate with anybody on this site, at least not yet. I don't play trendy games like that. I mean, sure, I did play Spider-Man Miles Morales a couple weeks after its release, but that was a game I really wanted to play and show off. If anything, I just pop out of nowhere with the game from the previous year. Welcome to Shantae and the Seven Sirens in 2021. This is a channel where I welcome everybody. There's no elitism, and we can all joke about how the Sega Genesis sound chip sounds like farts. And that's your opinion, that's fine. Even though your opinion's probably wrong. But at the end of the day, we can all just have a good laugh. Alright, so I went on that tangent because there was literally nothing else to talk about during that Frying Tengu section. It was just a lull in actual things to say other than the Men on Fire and the timed event, so... yeah, I kinda got off topic there. But let's actually get back to the game. You got new enemy types that are native to this level. You got the heavy ninja chicks that have size. They are slow. They're basically just palette swaps of the big dudes from every other level, except they just have size. That's it. I must find a physical copy of the soundtrack right now. You got these red ninjas that will just come in from off screen and throw shurikens at you. They're not that big a deal, but you gotta know that they're there in order to prepare for them. I like the stun animation on the ninjas. The swords made of steel just bend like straws and their eyes bug out like Toe Cutter from Mad Max 1. The character sprites have so much charm and personality. You can tell that this is a love letter to the comics. I mean, sure, it could have been easily a cash grab, but it wasn't. This was made by people that actually cared about the property. And considering Ubisoft's track record for the past 4 years, it makes me wonder how this company is still in business. Well, you got the Far Cry games, those are good, but the Assassin's Creed series? They should have just stopped making those games after 3. Like, Desmond's story ended already. Why are you still making these games? Oh wait, I know why they keep making Assassin's Creed games. Money! Loonies! It's all about the cash. It's all about the Benjamins. I honestly don't blame them, but come on, you gotta make some new IPs every once in a while. Just something different. I don't know, grab a Star Wars game and work on that. Just please make something different other than Assassin's Creed games. Or bring back the Splinter Cell games. Those were amazing games. I don't know why you just stopped making those all of a sudden. Like, Ubisoft is completely backwards. We're in Bizarro World. Yeah, Ubisoft wants to make money, but they don't want to make good games anymore for some reason. I don't know why. Her gender is female, yet the game states she's an ex-boyfriend. There's a little bit more bi-curiousness going on than we thought. But here's Roxy Richter, who is a fun boss fight, but I swear she seems to have less health than some of the other boss fights. Either that or Scott Pilgrim is that overpowered, I'm not sure. She'll try to slash you with her sword, which is pretty lethal because she'll do like 5, 6, 7 hit combos, and it hurts. It really hurts. She also does this move where she'll split into 4s and try to slash at you. This one is not as dangerous though. If you get hit, you just get knocked over. You don't get comboed. And when she's at range, she just kind of uses her IV snake blade. She uses her IV snake blade to close the distance. You can't block that attack. Oh no, they don't make out in all the cutscenes, I promise. Alright, so now I'm gonna show off Ramona, who is probably my least favorite character to fight as. I'm not even kidding, I really don't like playing as Ramona that much. So you may be thinking, Ramona has the hammer and she has insane reach and insane power. How can you not like her? Well, she has the hammer and she's incredibly slow. And usually in brawlers I'm more partial to speed-focused characters anyway. Ramona still has the slide kick and her running heavy attack is really good. She runs and sticks her hammer out, which has amazing range and is probably the quickest heavy attack she has. She also uses her hammer for the drop down attack as well, which also has the same problem that Stills' elbow drop has. You have to be a bit more precise on the landing. Ramona's not a bad character to play as, she's just a little too slow and cumbersome to my liking. She still levels up and she can still gain amazing abilities later on. See, I can compliment Ramona for once. Just barely. It's unfortunate that she's the character I play the least though. But I got her ending as well as the other characters' endings, which I'll be showing off in an extra part, so stay tuned for that at the end of the playthrough. But there is another character I have to play as, not counting the extras. Wallace, he'll be in the next part. And Wallace is, well, I mentioned this before, but Wallace is basically a Stills with a different coat of paint. So stay tuned for part 5 where we take on boyfriend number 5 and 6, the Katsuyanagi twins.